Hello, everybody. Very good evening to all of you. I see that the students and parents are currently joining in. So our parent orientation session is already live. We are just waiting for the parents to join in, and then we'll begin the session in a few minutes. Good evening, parents. I see that more and more parents are still joining in. So just bear with us for a minute or two. Once all the parents and participants have come in, we'll start the orientation. Hi. So Javeria, let's be live now. This is we'll be starting the session now. So while I see more and more parents are joining in, let's begin the session. So a very good evening to all of you. We really appreciate you joining us this Sunday. I know it's a Sunday today, but what really is admirable is that on this day as well, you all are investing your time and connecting with us to learn and understand. About the STEM offerings that the school Apple International School is offering in collaboration with Brainy and Bright. It is a great opportunity for all the students where, the school, the Apple International School and Brainy and Bright have come together to offer some of the best STEM programs to the students from the years 3 to 9. This will give the students an opportunity to upskill themselves on coding, robotics, applications of coding, 3D designing, game development, app development, and so on. Now, towards this entire session, you will obviously be briefed by our coach, Ms. Javeria, who happens to be one of the lead coaches at the school. And then towards the end, you can go ahead and put your questions in the chat, and I will try to answer almost all the questions that we see on the chat. So, whatever questions you may have, please go ahead and share your questions over there. Now, without further ado, let me quickly brief you about Brainy and Bright. We are an American STEM institution. We are based in Princeton, New Jersey, and we have our own innovation centers in Dubai. We are very popular in Dubai, very close to the Apple International School, by the way. We have two innovation centers in Dubai, one in Abu Dhabi, where we train more than, we train students from more than 200 plus schools, and we train them on more than 150 plus programs and technology. Time and again, we have been rated as the best global STEM institution, and we've come together this time with the Leans Group, offering this program to the students of the Apple International School. On behalf of the entire team of Brainy and Bright, we would like to thank Dr. Jinto, the visionary principal of the school, and the leadership at the Leans Group for giving us this opportunity. Without further ado, let me quickly introduce you to my trainer, Ms. Javeria, who holds an incredible experience in robotics engineering and a master of artificial intelligence herself. She has been working with a lot of schools and has offered extensive programs on STEM technology within education. So today we have an opportunity to listen to her, understand the benefits of STEM, and understand what this program brings to the students of the school. So I would not take much of the time. I'll now hand over the mic to Ms. Javeria. So over to you, Ms. Javeria. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Good evening to all the parents and students who are attending this live session. As Mr. Shailesh introduced me, so I'm STEM trainer. So, first, I'm going to let all of you how we support our students in every matter. So, let's get started. First, we will be building them on their technical skills. They will be building many different kind of robots using sensors, latest ones, using AI techniques to develop many interactive real life resembling robots and projects. While doing the STEM learning program, their progress will also be recorded and will be shared with the parents of what milestones they have achieved, what are their areas of strengths and improvements. Based on individual students, personalized insights will be shared with parents about each student. So they will be working on their technical skills using many hands-on STEM project activities. So now I'm going to introduce all of you to the STEM toolkits that we use to teach our students. So let's have a look at all those technology tools that we use to train our students to make them smart and up to date as per today. So this is Alpha A series. It's a screen-free kit that enables kids to build interactive robots, and then they will use coding cards to build their logic. Logic can be depend on totally onto what machine they are building, and then they will be scan their cards to make that robot work. So it's a very good tool for STEM to learn and build their own logic using coding. That's basics of robotics. Here we can see one of the project that is being built using Alpha A series. So it's a musical box that's being built first, And once they have built, they will be using coding cards to make a logic for that. Once it's being done, they will use scanning device to scan the cards, and that's how we can see that the machine is working based on the code that they have developed. So it's not only going to be coding. First, they will do hands-on activity where they will be building their own robot. There are many different robots in Alpha A series. Once they have done with the building, they will be building their logic. Also, they can do innovation over there where they can think about their own logic, design, and then scan accordingly. We also use Tinkercad. It's a simulation software where they can build electronics. They can use many microcontrollers like brains. They can do 3D modeling. They can even use Arduino and program that, which is a high-end microcontroller. It's an interactive tool where they can make simulation of their circuits before making them into real life, which gives them good introduction to actual life working principles. This is Intelligent Storm Kit, which is advanced educational robotic platform that combines programming with artificial intelligence. So there are many sensors over there in this kit, which they will be using to do many different kind of projects. As we can see, there is humanoid robot over there. There is a car. So many different projects based on AI as well. We will be looking on to one of the example using what actually many examples using this intelligent storm kit. So I'll be showing and we'll have a look how they can learn through this kit. So we can see over here that there is a traffic sign recognition robot being built using this kit, which is having AI module into it. So they will be incorporating artificial intelligence technology, recognizing the signs and working based on that logic. This is face detection based door, which is again you built using AI module. This is face tracking. So they have to develop their own logic and understand how to develop code for the particular outcome. We also use microbit, which is advanced microcontroller, for them to incorporate in their electronics project. There are many different modules in microbit, which they can use many sensors and modules, which they can use to build hands-on robotics projects. We'll have a look onto this microcontroller project, some of those, just so we can get idea what they are going to learn from this kit. So here we can see that there are plenty of modules in this microbit kit, where they can build many different kind of projects using this kit. So this is a rocker-based ping pong game. This is shooting machine, which is also being built using different modules. This is automatic door. This is luminous light. This is color recognition based module. So they will be learning about the modules and also how to program them and use them based on applications. So like automatic door opening, distance measuring. Here we can see this is button module. Many different modules they will be using while using this kit. Electronics. In electronics, they will be using advanced microcontrollers like Arduino and Raspberry Pi, which are powerful microcontrollers to build very complex logics like computer vision and many senses they can control with this one. So we also use these microcontrollers to teach them to build, so that they can build complex projects as well. Now I'm going to introduce you to our STEM learning program for primary years, where we'll be showing like what we are going to teach them based on each lesson. So each lesson is having different learning outcome. We'll be able to look by looking at the projects. So here we have three sample lessons that we have planned for primary year groups, where we can see lesson one is rowing, which is based on the concept of counting and timing. So they are going to build this using Alpha A series kit, and then they will build the coding logic. In lesson two, we will see that there is mill pulling man, which is again using a different concept of push and pull force, which they are learning in their curriculum. So it is also aligned with their curriculum. Then we can see in lesson 3 there is clock carousel, which is letting them know about centrifugal force, force of rotation. Another different concept with the practical application. So it will be very good and interactive for them to use their theoretical concepts in hands-on project and also build coding logic for that. Over here, we can see curriculum overview for primary. So for both year 3 and year 4, we have total of 32 sessions in which they will be working on many different robotics tools, and each lesson is having a unique outcome as well as unique learning outcome. Here we are looking at sample curriculum for primary in detail, lesson wise. So we have already seen that lesson 1 was rowing, which was based on counting and timing. Lesson 2 was mill pulling man, which was targeting another learning outcome, which was push and pull. Clock carousel, which was using concept of centrifugal force. Then there's swing ride, where they will be understanding rotational dynamics. Then in lesson 5, they will be working on Ferris wheel, which is letting them use their concept of circular motion. And then we have carousel, which we already discussed. They will be looking at for energy and forces. Let's have a look at STEM learning program for secondary years. As we saw in primary lessons that we have sample lessons, we have for secondary also 3 sample lessons. Each one of them is using different techniques. So this one is using intelligent storm, this one is using micropay, and this is 3D modeling. So they will be touching a lot of different areas while taking this STEM learning program, and will be building their skill in many different levels. In lesson 1, they will be building a traffic light system, where they will build the model first, and then they will be building the logic to control the LED signals based on real life traffic light signals. As I already mentioned, that most of our projects that they are going to build is related to real life. That's how they are going to build some new innovation which will solve a real world problem. So lesson 2 is related to microbit, where they will be exploring about the controller itself, the features of the controller, buttons, LED, and then they will be exploring modules that are attached to this. In lesson 3, they will be building a model house, where they will be learning Fusion 360 software, CAD, to build their 3D model. This is sample curriculum overview for each year group. Each year group is having a separate and unique learning outcome. So we can see year 5 will be working on mechanical designs, balance, energy storage. Year 6 will be looking at programming logic, motion, balance, sensor integration. Year 7 will be working on their skills to develop automation based projects. Year 8 will be working on in advanced engineering designs like robots, gears, friction, and will also be coding to design high-end robotics project. And year 9 will be exploring advanced concepts in engineering designs by building their robots using AI modules, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, high-end controllers. Over here, we can see a sample curriculum for secondary, where we already saw the first 3 lessons, 1, 2, and 3. And lesson 4, they will be working on human body warning device, which is using sensor to detect the human presence and then activates an alert based on that. As I already mentioned, they will be using many different modules and building robots based on real life problem solving robots. Then they will be working in lesson 5 on corridor lamp, which is again designing the lamp and then controlling it effectively. And in the lesson 6, they will be working on color recognition, where they will use color sensor to detect and recognize different colors. once they have went through this STEM learning program, they will be covering so many different areas as we discussed, different microcontrollers, AI based projects, 3D modeling. They will be able to participate in competitions and win those competitions by using those skills that they have learned throughout this STEM learning program. Because the concept is they should not only learn just to learn, they should learn to apply in this real world as well. As I explained throughout the presentation, all the projects are working models, prototypes. So they will be having good exposure and they will be able to participate in many competitions. They will get chance to participate, and also we will let them prepare in the way that they win the competitions. So the competitions that we are going to provide them is IRO competition, Innovathon, and Game Coding Champions. So once they're done while they're learning their STEM learning program, they will be able to participate in these competitions and hopefully they will be winning as well. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have any questions from our side based on curriculum, based on what we have explained, or what they will be doing apart from this, any query, you can reach out to us and we'll be explaining you. And we are more than happy to discuss.
Yes, I see there are quite a few questions on the chat as well. So I'm more than happy to answer. But in case you want to add more questions, please go ahead and do so we can answer all your questions accordingly. So thank you so much, Javeria, for joining in. So let me add the questions now, and I'll answer all these questions. So one of the first questions that I see in the order of the questions is what we will do. What will we do? So this is a STEM program. The idea is to bring technology. Okay, and through technology, the idea is to help you develop your hands-on skills logically, analytically, and obviously creatively. So it is a combination of robotics, coding, and applications of coding, artificial intelligence. So you're going to dabble with different forms and kinds of technologies. So it's a wholesome, comprehensive STEM program right at your school, where you will be learning diverse set of skills throughout the academic year at your school itself. Um, are we using the next question? Are we using an already made open source model, or are we making the AI models from scratch? It will actually and ideally be a combination of both. However, the emphasis is more on helping you understand the concepts. Okay, and whatever projects are assigned or allocated are designed to help you understand the concepts of AI. So there will be a lot of models that you would be working on, a lot of projects that would help you start from the scratch. I hope that answers your question. Um, Now, another question that comes is, so we will just build toys? No, it is not just that. First thing first, these are not toys. These are educational format style models to help you understand and gain necessary STEM skills. So you will actually be developing or building prototypes, be it on the web or be it in physical form. So all you are doing through this form of training is building prototypes. So I have another question. I've built AC fridge from scratch, currently making a big PyTorch project. Excellent. On making a 10 meter parameter AI model from scratch to predict words using a transformer. I think this is quite a good advancement, and I really appreciate the kind of skills that the students are bringing to the table. These kind of programs that we will be conducting at the Apple International School will be complementing and supplementing your learning process. So in case you're already building one, I'm sure this program will actually help you accelerate your goals. Another questions, are these just toys and aren't we learning complex things? You will be learning. Obviously, you'll start from the scratch, but you will be learning the complex stuff. And we are here to make the complex stuff easier for you. Okay, so while whatever you'll be doing will be complex in its own right, but Brainy and Bright team is going to make it interesting, challenging, intriguing, and will try to ease the complexity of the problem. A very important question. Do we buy the kits or will we receive them? You don't have to buy anything. Besides, we encourage you registering for the program in case you haven't. In case you have, great. I think that's a great start. We will be bringing our own kits for the training purposes and will collect once the training is done. We request you and we suggest you to bring your own devices, be it tablets or laptops, whatever you've been using at the school. So that's the recommendation that we have, that bring your own devices. No need to purchase or buy any kits. We take care of that for the training. Is there no there's another question. Um, we already paid, and how will we register? As long as you've already paid, you're already a registered student. So the school is already aware that you have paid and you're a registered student. So you don't have to do anything special. You will be receiving the timetable for STEM sessions, which will be during your school hours. So, be ready and be excited for it to start. Is there a special subject for this? This is known as STEM. The lesson is known as STEM. So I would call it as a special subject itself. And you will also be graded. So we will be observing what you've been learning and gaining throughout the duration of the program. And it will be a part of your regular academics report card. We have a question from Miss Wilma. Do we have to buy the materials? No, absolutely not. We take care of the equipment for the training. And I think all the students have their own devices, be it tablets or laptops or Chromebooks, whatever they use. So just send them with that. Another question, where should we pay and how much should we pay and how to pay? So this you will have to reach out to your school regarding the payment and how much you need to pay. You need to reach out to the school. The school has had already informed, I guess. If not, if you haven't received the circular and information, please reach out to your school again, and they will be able to guide you. I can only tell you that the fee for the program is not very high, and for the value that you're receiving, it's something that I would highly recommend you to be a part of. How to register our kids for the program? So there are two things. The student has to be in the year groups of 3 to 9. So the student has to be from year 3 to 9. And regarding registration, it's very simple. Tomorrow, reach out to the school authorities, and they will guide you how to register. We already have a very, very good participation count. We This is our second live webinar. We've already done one last Thursday, and I see that there's a huge demand for this program. What's the duration of the class? Another question. And does these classes, I mean, outside classes, I think you meant, will it happen outside the class? So, the duration of the entire program is 32 lessons or sessions a week, sorry, in a year. I repeat, there will be 32 sessions in the entire academic year, 2025, 2026. And each lesson is equivalent to one period, and one period is roughly 40-45 minutes, if I'm not wrong. And you don't have to go outside the class. We will bring this to your class. Another question, is this to be done in the school or in our institution? It will be done in the school, at the premises of the Apple International School, right in your class. You don't have to go anywhere for this. It will be done right at your class. Is it an extra subject school introduced? Yes, it is. It is an extra subject that the school has introduced. In fact, it is a very special subject, and this is exactly what is required for you to be prepared for the challenges and opportunities of 21st century. I would say it's a great moment for the Apple International School, where they envision the students of the school to not only do well nationally but internationally as well. Hence, when we collaborated, we have a common goal that we want to ensure that we bring the best STEM program to the Apple International School students, so they don't have to look elsewhere for these opportunities. You will also be running an inter-school and intra-school competition in your school, so this will only elevate the chances and growth of STEM learning at the school. What is the deadline to register? I think regarding this, you will have to reach out to the school, but I would say at the earliest, do it at the earliest. Probably you can reach out to the school tomorrow. And if you're interested, please go ahead and complete the registration. Another question from Mr. Shamshad. Hi, I just joined. Please advise how to register and how much it will cost. Registration and cost, the school is the right entity to advise you. Reach out to the school or to the respective class teacher, as long as your child is in year 3 to 9. And reach out to them and they will guide you how to register or how to go about this. It's a very simple process. Then another question that I have, in school, where should we have to go and at what time? How should I know that the STEM program is happening? So, like, will someone invite us when we are at the school? Okay, STEM program is happening, guys. This is a great addition from this year. It's happening. More than 75% of the students have already signed up for the program, so it's happening for sure. The other question, other part of your question is, will someone invite you? The invitations had already gone. I guess the circulars have already gone. In case you've missed out, you will need to reach out to your respective class teachers or the school authorities for registration. And you don't have to go anywhere. This is a part of your regular school curricula. So you will be offered this as a lesson every week. And we will be coming there and delivering the training. So you have to be right inside your class. You don't have to go anywhere to do this. It will be right at your school premises, right in your classroom. Is it after school? Another question. Is it after school class or need to extend the hour? Transport will be an issue if they need to extend the hour. No, this is a part of your regular school curriculum. It is not after school. It is offered during a regular period known as a STEM period. So you do not have to worry about anything. We haven't got the updated timetable yet. When we get it, will there be a subject called STEM or like how to join the program? Okay, regarding the updated timetable, I think it's best left to the school to answer that. This will be offered as a subject called STEM, I agree. And how to join the program? Reach out to the respective class teacher or reach out to the school authorities and they will guide you. When are the classes starting? Most likely it will start. It would start around 15th. That's the date that we have decided. 15th of September, which is not the coming Monday, the next one. When the class is starting, most likely 15th of September, that's the tentative date. But wait and watch for the circular from the school, and they will notify you of everything. How many classes per week? There will be one session per grade per week. And you will have a total of 32 sessions in the entire academic year. I think I've answered all the questions. However, I'll wait for more questions to come in. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and add it in the chat. More than happy to answer. If you want me to repeat the answers for a few questions, please go ahead and post your questions again. I'm more than happy to answer, parents. There's another question. So we just have to chill, right? So you'll all come to the class, right? We will come to the class, whereas it's not about chilling, it's about taking it very seriously because this is going to be graded. It will be a part of your school curriculum and it will go in your report card. So the idea is to have a demonstrated, effective learning mechanism that is delivered through the training process. We will be working very hard after your skills to ensure that you're competent enough to, represent yourself or the school in the coming days or in the coming years. And these are the skills that need a lot of attention and training, which we are very committed to. But I can assure you, you will really have a lot of fun because it's completely hands on. I'll wait for more questions. I think I have answered all the questions that are there in the chat. In case I have missed, please go ahead and post your question again because the chats are just coming by. So I'm trying to answer all the questions that I see here. In case I have missed, please go ahead and add your questions. How many projects will be part of the assessment? This is a very good question. Now, this will vary from grades to grades. However, there are 32 sessions. We are looking at a project count of anywhere from 15 to 17 because there are certain projects that will take more than one class. But this again will vary and this is subjective. And this may vary in the coming days. When is the event held? It's not an event, it's a part of your regular school curricula and it will be offered as a subject. So it's not an event. However, as part of our offering, we will be conducting two events. One is inter-school competition, which your school will notify. Intra-school competition called Innovathon, that will also happen in the coming days. And we may have an online competition called Game Coding Championship as well, where you will be able to compete with the students globally, putting your coding skills to the test. Should we have a NVIDIA GPU to do AI? Also, what I meant, which is like just come and stay in your generation, probably. Yeah, you don't need a special, you don't need a special chip integrated system or a laptop or anything like that. You can use your school devices, what you bring to your school. Any tablet should suffice, a Chromebook should suffice, or let's say any laptop that you've been using. Tools for projects are provided by your team or we need to buy? No, tools are provided by us. You just need to send your students, send your children with the devices. Tools are provided us by us for the training. My child is new to the subject, and how do we know he's interested in this particular subject? Very good question. In fact, this is a common question that we often come across. We know that this subject covers a wide array of topics, and that is why there are kids who are very interested in building, there are kids who are very interested in coding, there are kids who are very interested in designing, or either of this or a combination of all three. There are students who will probably be naturally inclined to building. There are students who are naturally inclined to coding, and there are students who are naturally inclined to designing. So we are covering it all. Only when your kid goes through a comprehensive training for, let's say, 25 to 30 lessons is when you can actually draw a conclusion whether he or she is interested in the subject or not. Since this is very hands on, and we have already done this kind of we have been doing this training for more than 8 years now, not just in the schools in the UAE. We have run this program. We have been running this program across more than 100 plus schools alone in the state of New Jersey in the US, and many schools in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and in India as well. We've already tested this. So the program that we are deploying at the school is a timely tested program where the response rate of the student is way more than 95%. And most of the times, the students end up liking it because they get to build, they get to brainstorm, and they get to design, and they get to see the results right in front of them. And it is sort of a break from their regular academics, be it their regular maths and science. So they really enjoy doing this, albeit they're doing maths and science, but through technology. A very good question. Does this help for higher studies? It is a must that one upskills in STEM these days. One cannot imagine not being a friend of technology and succeeding in career. As you can rightly see right now, a lot of things are being taken over by AI. A lot of work is being taken over by AI, and AI, artificial intelligence, is still at the very beginning stage. There's so much more development that needs to still happen. There's so much that is still happening. So the in the world of technology, in the next 5 6 years, things are going to be topsy turvy. Things will change rapidly. So it is only important and imperative that we introduce these students to these kind of technologies early on. Kids are tech savvy, we are all aware and we know that. But it's much better if we, shape their interest in the field of technology. So to answer your question, yes, this is very important for higher studies. Yes, there's another question. Can we showcase our projects? Yes, you can showcase your projects. Can we have more questions in case you have? We'll wait for another minute or two, and in case I have missed out answering your question, I request the parent and the student to put their question on the chat. In case you want me to repeat the answer, more than happy to do that. Let me know your questions. Why not have the program for higher years? Another question. Well, it is for years 3 to 9. Uh, we are planning, hopefully from the next year, to introduce it to all the grades. Also, we know that year 10, 11, 12, and 13, they are really busy with, the academics get really harder for them, and they're very short in time. But hopefully, we'll definitely convey your message to the school authorities. So there's another question. So how much time do you train students? Like 2 periods, 3 periods, or like what? It's 1 period a week per grade. And you will have 32 lessons throughout the year. Would you be guiding for the competition? Yes, we will be guiding for the competition. In fact, we will be doing one intra-school competition for the students called Innovathon, and every student will get to be a part of it. Do we have any other questions? There's another question. Are we competing with schools or within the school? You'll have both. Within the school, we'll be doing an intra-school competition called Innovathon, where you will be competing with your, classmates, and the top performing students will be selected for inter-school competition. Obviously, when you're competing against other schools, very few students will be selected. The best performing ones in the session or in the intra-school competition will be selected. That's why it is important that you take this subject very seriously, because it's going to be it's going to shape your career, your growth. It's going to create a pathway for you in the future. I think we are good to go. Thank you so much to all the parents who joined us this Sunday, and in the evening. First thing first, we are very excited to start this program. Hopefully, from 15th of September, we would like to once again, thank the school authorities and Dr. Jinto for creating this opportunity to connect with all of you. We are coming on Tuesday and Wednesday at the secondary campus. Our team will be there right from 9 a.m. onwards. So if the parents have got more questions, please feel free to drop by, interact with the team. We are more than happy to answer your questions. And we will be there on Thursday at the primary campus of the Apple International School. So in case the parents who have missed out can join us over there. Looking forward to doing this program for all the students, and looking forward to this opportunity. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to the team of Brainy and Bright as well. Thank you, Ms. Javeria. Thank you all. Have a lovely evening, and look forward to meeting all of you this Tuesday. Thank you so much. Bye bye.